This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, June 6th. Mostly sunny skies will make it hot, but not sweltering today. Expect a high of 93. Very humid conditions may push the feels-like temperature up to 100, though, a pattern that is likely to repeat on Saturday. You may be able to observe minor impacts of the Saharan dust cloud in North Texas this weekend, but a storm system Saturday night is expected to push the dust back south. Those thunderstorms are expected to mainly affect the northern part of the region, with hail and strong winds the main threats if severe storms do develop. Highs over the weekend will be 93, with overnight lows of 75. Here are today's headlines. 7 years ago, the Southern Baptist Convention, the nation's largest Protestant denomination, gathered in downtown Dallas for its annual meeting. The members met at the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center in the first of several Southern Baptist meetings where sex abuse in the denomination was front and center. Now Southern Baptists are set to return to Dallas June 8th through the 11th for their annual meeting, and the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center is expecting 18,000 to 20,000 visitors at this year's convention. The SBC has retained its influence on both American religion and politics while weathering an abuse crisis, tightening its rules for member churches and pursuing more strict prohibitions against women pastors and abortion. In other news, Texas colleges could soon pay their student athletes, with the NCAA expected to end its decades-old prohibition on universities paying players directly. Texas lawmakers authored a bill to change state law and allow schools to do so. Under House Bill 126, which is awaiting Governor Greg Abbott's signature, colleges could enter into name, image, and likeness agreements with their athletes. Current state law allows students to have NIL agreements only with third-party brands. The bill would allow athletes 17 or older to be paid after they have enrolled in college, but it would not extend the provision to high school students. Schools could provide a total of $20.5 million to their athletes annually, and they would be able to use it as a tool to recruit high school athletes as well, which is not allowed under current rules. University leaders told lawmakers the legislation is necessary to attract talent to the state and keep homegrown talent under the expected NCAA changes. Next up, Dallas officials estimate they need an additional $178.5 million to build a 20-acre police academy at the University of North Texas at Dallas and a 60-acre public safety complex that could be constructed near Wilmer Hutchins High School in southeast Oak Cliff. That's in addition to $96.5 million already secured by the city, which would bring the total estimated price tag of the project to $275 million. City officials hope to cover some of the funding gap with nearly $50 million in private fundraising and proceeds from the sale of city-owned real estate. They also anticipate a potential $6 million sponsorship for the public safety complex. Nearly a dozen public speakers arrived at City Hall on Wednesday to voice opposition to the academy. A handful called instead for resources to be devoted to other social issues. City officials are expected to vote June 11th on whether to enter an agreement with the UNT Dallas College campus to lease the site of the facility to train new recruits. And Richardson's Nathan Liu was up by 1 point against his opponent in the final round of the countdown round of the 2025 RTX MATHCOUNTS National Competition. The presenter did not get the chance to finish reading the final question before Nathan pressed his buzzer. In less than 4 seconds, Nathan had calculated the answer to the final question and answered correctly, becoming the 2025 RTX MATHCOUNTS National Champion. In addition to the title, the St. Mark's student received a $20,000 scholarship. Liu plans to use his scholarship to pursue a major in computer science and math at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with more from the Dallas Morning News.